Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope I was doing well. I give praise and glory to my Father Yah in heaven, my Creator, and my Redeemer, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, as the church calls him. But anyway, hope everyone's doing well. Everyone, I've done these type of videos on Donald Trump, the royal family, and all that. So I thought, well, I'm just going to do one on myself. Of course, I've done this before, but I'm just going to do one on myself. The night I was born, or the morning I was born, or whenever. I was born in 1961, 9/8/2355. The sun is right there at the foot of Leo. The moon is 717. There's that number that I was looking on that tag. If y'all remember that, the magnitude of the moon was 717. I was born September 18, 1953. When you add all that together, it's that 1 plus 8 plus 8 is 17. So 17's around me a lot. I live on Highway 17. I live on Highway 278, which is 17 when you add 2 plus 7 plus 8. Plus, I live on I was born on Highway 71, or 17 if you read it Hebrew, the way it's kind of like the beginning from the end. Like, they changed it to Highway 71 when they read it Highway 17. It's Arkansas Highway 71. That's where I was born, on the corner of 7th Street. And it's kind of like this right here. But anyway, I just thought a lot of this stuff was interesting. But I'll show you what happened. We come out of this womb right here of this virgin. They call her Virgo, but I think it was just called Virgin. But notice Mars is right there in the, that it couldn't get no closer in that ecliptic line and this line of her womb. The sun's in, well, the moon's going to a new moon right at a conjunction. It's fixing conjunct with the sun. And the moon and sun's in Leo, the line of the tribe of Judah. And Venus is in the claw of Cancer. That's Venus right there. Let me make sure if I can get it to work. Yeah, Venus. That's in the claw of Cancer. But I want to see where Jupiter and Saturn is on this, and the night I was born, Jupiter and Saturn is right there at Sagittarius. The other one's Jupiter right there, Jupiter. But anyway, let's go back to whenever 9 months before that's when I should have been conceived. Would be 12. All right, that's the night I was conceived. My mom was born in Gemini, and there Mars is in Gemini right there. Okay, the moon's in Leo. The night I was if you go by the dates they give you. Well, look at all this over here in Ophiuchus. The sun is, well, it's upside down. I don't know if I can get it to do right or not. There's a lot going on right here around the Heaven's Golden Gate, and that number 267 is on this longitude of this Golden Gate. The sun, and there is Mercury. It's left the scales of Libra and going into Scorpio. Mercury's supposed to be the messenger. There's Jupiter in the, now folks, right here is Albalda, a star that's called the city. The calendar book, the book of life, is right here where Jupiter's at right now in this, the night I was conceived. Saturn's right there and Venus is right there. So, I ain't gonna say what my interpretation of all this is, but this was the night I was conceived, 12/8. If it's, I'm going by the exact time, but you can see there's a lot going on right there. But anyway, Uranus and the moon is in Leo at the time. Uranus is right there somewhere. Let me see if I can get it to come back. It was just up there a second ago, but anyway, kind of lost it. It's kind of in there behind the moon. It's like a conjunction right there. But Mars is in Gemini. My mom was born in Gemini. Donald Trump was born in Gemini. And these stars tell a story. They're the witness in the heavens. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting about, when I was born, when I was conceived and all that, because I just know that, like with this right here, let me go back over here and I'll explain a little bit, maybe what I think's going on here. All right, with Jupiter right there's a star where Jupiter's at. It's called Albalda. It's the star of the city. It's where the calendar book is. And y'all heard me say for a long time that about 10 years ago or 12, I started waking up at 3 o'clock and wake up again at 3 o'clock. And then when I finally would go back to sleep, I'd wake up in 30 or 45 minutes and it seemed like forever. So this time was affecting me in my body, and it got to affecting my wife, the same way, because she finally started seeing all these signs that were happening, and the time finally got to affecting her like that too, because she's of our same tribes of blood, of the 12 tribes of Israel. So what I'm saying is there's something that's attached to me that's got to do with time, and Jesus said that at the end, Satan would change time and laws. He's talking about time. He's going to try to shorten time, and he can. When his spirit comes into our realm, into our dimension, the corruptness of his cells, atoms or whatever they are, light cells. I know they're light cells, but if they are atoms, that's coded into our time, Satan's not supposed to be. It corrupts it. It corrupts our time. And a lot of people can't see it because they've got the cares of this world going in their mind and their conscience, and so it don't affect them like it does other people, but it affects me really bad, this time jump. I mean, they skip time, shorten time, lengthen time, with this frequency. And boy, it affects me bad. It affects me so bad. It makes you, if your body ain't in tune with it, which mine ain't in tune with that corrupt time, it really makes you feel so bad you can't even imagine how bad it makes you feel. But it's got something to do with when I was conceived right there, when that Jupiter and Saturn was right there, and Venus was right there, and Sun was on Ophiuchus, a serpent holder, and Mercury, the messenger's going into Scorpio. And then the night I was born, the moon was going into, it was 1% there, going down to 0. When there's a new moon, God can kind of hide you, or he puts a hedge around you, like in over in the book of Job. Whenever Satan went to God complaining he couldn't hurt any certain people down there, and God said, "Have you considered my servant Job?" Job says, "No." "Well, you've got a hedge built around him. I can't touch him. I can't, just let me touch him." God said, "You can't kill him, and but Job's got some pride. I want to, I got to get him out of that pride before I can get him to, right, before he can come into heaven. He's got to get rid of that pride." So that's kind of the story behind that. So God does put hedges around people, certain. But anyway, it's just odd that right there at the womb, it wasn't in the womb. Mars is right there, and so was Mercury. And this is astronomy. It's not astrology. It's not the horoscope stuff. That's divination. But God gives you, what did people do before they had the Bible? And they looked at the stars. You know, they studied, researched the story in the heavens. So anyway, thank y'all for coming to my channel. I hope you all have a great day.